Bahamas is naturally very special because we are the gateway from the north to the south. Having the third largest barrier reef in the world, we have very shallow seas as well as we have very deep oceans. The Bahamas as an archipelago is a very fragile environment. We're very vulnerable to hurricanes and other climate change events.
We're the only country that has a non-governmental organization managing the country's natural resources. The general mission is to see a comprehensive system of national parks that are properly managed and serving the purpose that they were created for, whether that be to protect what's in them, flora and fauna, or to provide economic activity for those around them. During Hurricane Dorian, the surge that came from the north shore impacted this area as well, and we had about 3 to 3.5 feet in some areas of water throughout the park. Pines can't take a lot of salt water, so we did lose some pine trees. And generally, there was just vegetation all over the place.
The reason the pine forests are so important for us is that it holds in freshwater lands. We don't have rivers, and we don't have waterfalls. We only have the fresh water from the rainfall. And those forests keep that fresh water in place. A lot of the trees died. You have a lot of organic waste just sitting there, and we weren't able to respond as quickly as we should have or we could have.
Through the Bahamas Protected Area Fund, we were able to obtain a mulching machine. So we've worked closely with the Grand Bahama cleaning community in regards to getting rid of a lot of that vegetation, and in getting rid of it, it becomes mulch that either is donated to a school or is used here. It's our goal to eventually have all of the trails at this park mulched. So, I mean, it's repurposing at its best.
During Hurricane Dorian, the majority of the island of Grand Bahama was covered with water because of the wave action from the north. So what kind of slowed that down and stopped it in some instances was the mangroves. They served as that barrier for us, or else water probably would have covered the whole island. So they serve as a border protection from that wave and wind action. And they're also a place for all of the species to go in as a nursery. And so us, in partnership with a lot of other local organizations, we said, well, let's do something to help to restore those areas.
It's important to have organizations that continuously help our biodiversity, help the environment by replanting trees that were devastated. We have to have scientists and organizations in place that rally the community to take care of the environment, to be educated about our very delicate ecosystem.
A lot of what's happening at the mangrove farm is a result of our involvement with BPAF. They helped us to get that all going and started. Just to know that this was a seed that was donated or that we picked, and we grew it into a little seedling and now is out here thriving. And to know, like when we look at all of these seedlings, they were what saved us from that wave action and wind action during Dorian. So to know that these little trees really slowed that action down, these are now the hero of Grand Bahama. These are the trees that really saved us. together our collective action has a greater output.
Conservation is everybody's business. It's not just for a certain select of people. Everybody benefits from our environment. Everybody should care about it. We need to protect what we have.